Hello and welcome to Kerbal Space Program Flights. This is the Gerwig Battlehog Mark II. Okay, now the main problem the Mark II has that the Mark I doesn't have, I've noticed, it's not the design's fault, it's just like the game tends to do that. It tends to fall on its right side, and there's no imbalance. It's all perfectly aligned down the center, so I don't know why it does that. But it just now corrected, which it hasn't done before, to be honest, but oh well. So to launch, you just take the throttle all the way up, you hit space, and you pull back. And then it starts going. Whoa, whoa, ah! Did you see that? The front wheel was locked in the ground. Alright, but as you can see, it takes off really fast. And now I turn on the SAS when I am in stable flight. Now to turn, I hold F to turn off the SAS temporarily, and then I fail a bit because the controls are lagging a bit because I'm recording and I'm low to the ground. And there's debris because I've been testing other designs. I have about as much debris as I had previously before the update. And yeah, so that's a bit of an issue. Anyhow, as you can see, it's very maneuverable. You can do aileron rolls really easy. You can do them while you have SAS on, although it's not nearly as dramatic or fast. It turns very sharply. I can't show it to you how sharp it turns very easily with the lag I'm getting from trying to record, because I can't control it as well, unfortunately, which kind of sucks, but oh well. Anyhow, here you can see that's how it works, and I'm just gonna do a flip, or a loop, I should say. Oh, no, okay, fine, I'm doing this then. Woohoo! I really should stop doing this because I will end up, going out of control doing that. Actually, I'm so high up, I really shouldn't be this high. So I'll just let it fall. Oh, come on. There we go. Don't want engines while going down. It's generally not so good for it. As you can see, it flies quite well, quite stable. Of course, I'm just doing this to be fun, the way I'm turning here. And I don't know what that is, landed over there, but I'm not supposed to have planes landed when I'm not doing stuff. Grr, I've started doing that again. I'm not supposed to do that anymore. Let's see, the other thing I wanted to do with this, let's get up first. Come on, get a better ascent. There we go. Rise up a bit. Okay. Oh, no, whoa. Okay, so here's what you do when it starts tumbling, is you just turn off all the controls, and you wait. You can try and help it along, but you basically wait for it to regain control as it starts falling. Normally it works really well, but right now, as you can see, it's not. Which is a bad thing. It's a very bad thing. I'm sorry, Kenmi. I don't think I can do anything to help you. Oh, come on. It was so close that time. Well, normally I can pull out of a stall very easily with it, but I can't while recording because the lag just, you can see I'm getting like 5 frames per second and big explosions. That really sucks. Okay, this is the Bowing 737, which is, you know, a trick name, kinda, because it's similar to the Boeing 737. But, this is one that I landed. So yeah, you can land it. Unlike all my other designs, this one, the unique thing about it is that you can't just land it, you can't just, what do you call it? You can't land it without power, because every other design I have, you can land without power. Also, this one, it doesn't turn as fast, but I'm doing the same thing as with the Battlehog, where I just, what do you call it? Hold F to turn off SAS while doing maneuvers. Now to land this one, you cut it to a third power, which I've just done. You keep it level, you put the landing gear down, of course. Once I get level, that is. Let's see, do I have space to land this way? I'm gonna turn a bit. Doing such maneuvers while trying to land is not recommended. Yeah. But if you try to land unpowered with this thing, it nosedives. So yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't be a fool. Don't be a fool. Alright, I'm gonna cut to landing. Oh, look at this beautiful... Okay, now I'm gonna cut to landing. Now see, the reason you want to land this slowly, going down, instead of dropping faster and then rising up at the last second, is this thing doesn't react very quickly. Even if I turned SAS off right now, it would still pull up very, very slowly. So you basically have to make a very gradual descent to land with it, as you can see I'm doing here. The biggest thing to note about landing it is basically keep yourself level, pretty much. A little above for the final touchdown is preferable. Cut engines as soon as you touch down, and tap brakes about twice a second to stop, because if you do it any faster or press and hold the brakes, it will flip over and blow up or something. I started going up. Yeah, not what I meant to do. The big thing you want to watch also with landing is your speed. You want to be between 90 meters per second and 100 meters per second. Did I just... Oh, I think I'm on the ground. No, wait. Yeah, I am. Okay, that was a bit strange, but anyhow, I don't know if you can hear me hit the button. Hopefully you can't hear me hit the button, but I'm just tapping it rapidly to slow down. And that's how you land it, pretty much, is... Yep. Like that. I'm going to turn the SAS off so it stops bouncing around. Then I'm going to hit this button just for the fun of it. Explosions. And then I'm going to hit this button just for the fun of it. And yeah, so that's how you eject the landing gear if, you know, you wanted to do that for some reason. Now I'm going to pull up and turn on the engines to full and see how quickly it just kills itself, which is right there. See, it did that on both sides at the exact same time. Oh yay, more debris. I didn't even think about that. Here's the K1. This one is out of fuel, as you can see right there. I brought it to the maximum range it can go with full throttle. I imagine it can go farther with lower throttle due to the what do you call it? The fuel glitch, fuel usage glitch. But basically, this is a minimal design. Basically, it's pretty easy to fly. It's kind of fun. Other than it takes forever to get anywhere, especially with the low Atmo engine. Sorry, I'm kind of sick. Sorry about that. I know you can hear that. Here's another... oh, it just sunk into the ground. Yay! Here's another what did I call it again? Gerwig Battlehog. I can't seem to push any buttons. It seems to be loaded though. There we go. Alright, we're just gonna take off. This is might be bad. Oh, don't roll. Alright, cool. Alright, while we're rising straight up, I'm just gonna see which one this is. This is the one that's near KSC. Because I have one that's farther out, much farther out. Okay, so now that we've got some altitude, I'm going to show you how to land this thing upside down. No, I'm just kidding about the upside down part. Gosh, how stupid do you think I am? Well, I already know how stupid you think I am. Anyhow, you angle downwards to about 40 degrees until you get to about 1,000 feet, which I'm already at, so back up it is. Once you get that low, you want to keep it level. It has a tendency to want to go up while you have no power. I currently wouldn't recommend landing with power because every time I've done that has led to disaster. As you can see, I'm changing where I'm going to land by turning a little bit and getting myself down to level. So you keep it level until you get to about 100 meters above your landing site, which in this case is about 200 meters, which I'm about to hit. Okay, and then you pull it up to about 10 meters per second until you can see your shadow, although right now I'm not so sure I can see my shadow, so I'm just going to finish pulling up, get close to the horizon without stopping, and oh, I'm already on the ground. Turn SAS off because it tends to mess you up on the ground, and tap the brakes slowly. A lot slower than with the other one, because this being such a small craft, it likes to flip if you don't be very careful with the brakes. Also, I've noticed the pad tends to be sticky, as you saw earlier in this video and whatnot. Anyhow, there's one, and then the other one you can see I have is all the way out here, and that's using the first two tanks and part of the second two tanks. I forget how much exactly, but that's how far I got, with max throttle at between 4,000 and 5,000 kilometers. Not kilometers, just meters, because I said 1,000. Sorry. Oh, well, okay. That was in the first video or so. This one was my first command capsule I landed on the moon. Now if you look, there's one over there. If I zoom out a bit, you can see that, oh, there's the one that's really close. Then we have, all within a kilometer, we have these other designs that were, the I-1 and the F-2 are actually the same thing. I just renamed it to F-2 once I decided it was similar enough to the F1 to just be considered the next instead of being something else. That over there is where I have a whole bunch of Kerbins hanging out. Yep, there's 18 of them here. I landed 7 ships. I landed 7 ships. One broke and is really far away. It's that one that's 8.9 kilometers. There's also a bit of debris there. And I had the original lander with only 1 Kerbin on board. So I took 2 of the guys from that lander and brought them over. And the third one was the first one I tried to bring over, but he had an unfortunate accident with his EVA pack and slamming into the moon at many meters per second and turning into moon dust, which is kind of cool. Not so much for his family, though. Anyhow, so then those crew, along with the rest of the crews, all got out and came over here to hang out. I'm thinking about, I'm going to do it off camera because it's so laggy right now, but I'm going to have at least one crew member, probably just one crew member, go to each of these, except for that one That one can't fly anymore. Go to each of these ships and bring them over closer. And then I gotta start thinking about a rescue mission, because every capsule that's on the moon right now cannot return. They have enough fuel to return, but they don't have parachutes. And I don't trust my landing skills enough to try and land them. I'd prefer not to kill any Kerbals other than those in test flights. Of course, you could make the argument that every flight in KSP is a test flight. Oh look, Money! Hi, Money! Money's one of my favorites. Also, Half-Fry. And the Horn. You stupid people. Oh yes, and the biggest flaw with the rocket designs that go to the moon is unless you intentionally drop your tanks early, you'll leave debris in orbit. So you can see there's all these debris very closely orbiting Kerbin. There's also some from a more efficient trip up where they got out farther. This one, what happened was I got almost to the moon with just that stage, and then I abandoned them, and then they actually came along with me and got into the lunar influence and slingshotted into a different orbit. So this one ended up in this orbit, this one ended up in this orbit, that one ended up like that, and one actually ended up in orbit around the sun. That's pretty epic. That's pretty awesome. Let's see. These ones that got slingshotted far out are from the E... well, except for that one, are from the E1, which was the rover. I need to launch another one of those. I also need to come up with a proper name for it. I'm also thinking I should go ahead and clear my debris, even though I don't want to do that, because I want to see how much debris I end up gathering. Because, you know, for performance's sake. I need to take a look at how to edit the persistence file, and I can remove the debris and then add it back later, so I can play without the lag, but then still have like all the debris I've ever had just there. Maybe. We shall see. Anyhow, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I know you didn't. I'm so sorry. This is the K1. Yeah, which you already saw, but here's it full of fuel and in the SPH. And this is the Boeing 737. As you can see, it has a ladder, and it actually has an extra strut that goes to the other side to hold the front landing gear in place a little better. I'm kind of tired. I'm also sick. I think I already mentioned that, but I'm sick, so I can mention it again. Okay, thank you for watching, and I already said bye, but I'm saying it again.